Hey, this is Rebecca coming to you live from Austin, Texas. It is spring break week here in Austin, and hopefully those of us that live in the Texas area are gearing up. We're personally taking our grandkids tomorrow on Wednesday to San Antonio to enjoy the spring break, and we'll be spending time with our grandbabies, which is definitely one of my great love languages, is to just embrace that quality time with our G babies, Bella, Arion. We will not be taking the little one, Judah. He's a little too young yet to travel without mom and dad, but hopefully soon he'll be able to travel with Nana and Papa. So anyway, hope you're gearing up. I wanted to come to you live. We are wrapping up. This is week 6, our final week of our Alignment to You series. We've been on this series for the last 6 weeks, talking about how important it is to be aligned to you, to who God created you to be in order to live your best life, and the importance of ensuring that we're doing that assessment to ensure that we are evaluating our alignment and making sure each step of the way through life, as life happens and as we go through our journey, that we take the time to do that pulse check on ourselves. We know that the enemies of alignment and knocking us out of alignment tend to be things like pain and hurt, tragedies we experience, lack of focus, lack of purpose. When I call wandering in life, things that happen in our life, the lens by which we see life sometimes affects our ability to align to who we are and who God created us to be. And sometimes just life happens, right? Things happen in life that knock us off our game, knock us off our kilter, and just really help shake us a little bit. And we oftentimes have to come together after those things happen with those that love us, our counselors, our prayer partners, whoever we're aligned in life with, to help us recenter and refocus. So I wanted to give you, today's going to be all about summing up the last 6 weeks and making sure that we land this plane, no pun intended, that we land this plane accordingly, and that you have all the information that I've been sharing. If you have missed the prior 5 weeks, they are on my website. You can access them on RebeccaContreras.com. We are also on YouTube, and all the series are uploaded onto my YouTube channel, and make sure you watch those. So the definition of alignment is the act of aligning, or in the state of being aligned in proper position or a state of adjustment to oneself to ensure correctness in order to be optimally functioning. So we want correctness. We don't walk around in life hovered over. We try to make sure we're up straight, we're correctly standing up straight, and we also want to do that spiritually in our life to be aligned. And I wanted to recap what we've been talking about the last 5 weeks. So week 1, we talked about the core essential truths of what it means to be in alignment. There are 3 core truths. First of all, we know that alignment is a process. It does not happen overnight. It's continual. We know that alignment, number 2, is hard work, and staying into alignment in particular is hard work. And number 3, we know that alignment inevitably is going to involve what I call that continual process of evaluating self, and making sure that you are evaluating yourself on a regular basis. Week 2, we talked about identity and alignment to identity and who God created you to be. We shared 4 core elements of identity. Number 1, your sense of significance. Number 2, your sense of purpose. Number 3, your personal qualities, those things that make up you, the characteristics that define you. Number 4, your value system, and going deep inside to analyze your value system and understand what's most important to you. So those are the 4 core elements of identity. In that same week, I shared the importance of focusing on what I call the spiritual identity as well, and assessing your spiritual identity. I provided about 60 different scriptures that are in the Bible that talk about identity and who God created us to be. Listen, it's so important to understand your identity and who you were created to be on this earth. We all have a purpose. And if we don't understand what that identity is and who we are individually, it'd be really difficult to stay in alignment with our purpose. And week 3, we talked about employing what I call a you first strategy, putting yourself first. And I shared 5 truths in this alignment of a you first strategy. Truth number 1, you matter to God, you matter to those that love you, you matter to everyone that you impact around your life. Number 2, there's only one you. There is nobody else like Rebecca, there is nobody else like you. And so ensuring that you're putting that hard work and that focus on you so that you care for yourself is so important. And to that point, I do have a 7-week reset series on my website, all available to you. There's a whole curriculum out there, a workbook you can download that talks about resetting you and caring for yourself in your life. Would encourage you to take a look at that. Number 3, truly learning to love yourself takes discipline. It's not an easy thing to do. Sometimes we beat ourselves up if things happen or we get hurt, or we see these things through a lens of trauma or abuse. We don't think we matter, and we don't take care of ourselves. So learning to love yourself takes that discipline that you need. And number 4, nobody is going to love you like you. Only you and God can love you like you need to love yourself. And number 5, loving and caring for us and ourselves, our own identity and bodies and spirit, mind in every way will help fuel our potential and our capacity to love others. I don't know about you, but when I can't love myself, I don't have enough to go around. I'm completely useless to those around me. And that importance of fueling the capacity in yourself to love and to give back to others. You cannot give what you don't have inside. Week 4, we talked about alignment to purpose, and the meaning of purpose is an abiding intention to achieve long-term goals that are both personally and meaningful, that leave a positive mark in this world. That is purpose. And we know that the fundamental truths in purpose, there are 3 fundamental truths and areas where purpose plays heavily in our life. In my own life, there's career, what we do for a living, there's our family and our relationships and community. And then there's our walk with God spiritually. And those are the 3 core areas where we play in purpose. We discuss the negative outcomes of what happens when we don't have purpose, when we wander. We have 3 negative outcomes that I have personally experienced in my life. We live on a roller coaster, right? We go through happy, we're unhappy. I've watched my own family, and my mom in particular, when she was alive, she was happy, she was unhappy. There were things that happened in her life that just would put her in a position of a mood, and no purpose brings you into that up and down roller coaster life. Number 2, we know that we wander when we're not walking in purpose. We wander uninspired. We wander without the ability to really hone in on what it is we're supposed to be doing, and we don't feel connected. We don't feel connected. We don't feel plugged into our purpose. And also the last one, number 3, studies have shown there's actually a correlation in life. When you don't have purpose, you actually shorten your lifespan. And when we do have purpose, studies show that we live longer lives. We're healthier, healthy mind, body, and spirit. Then ensures that we can live a life longer and healthier. So those are the negative outcomes of not having purpose. I also, in week 4, provided some really practical steps on evaluating your purpose and making sure you're keeping that pulse. I would encourage you to watch week 4. We talked about taking the steps to do a continuous evaluation on a regular basis to make sure that when you do feel like things are a little off, that you get right back into alignment with who God created you to be. And then lastly, on week 5, which was last week, we discussed alignment and recognizing that we are here to live, love, and serve others. and in me and my own journey of alignment, my adopting a life of serving others and being others focused has been such an important part of my DNA and my life, our family's life. And it's, you know, it's understanding that life is not just about me, but I have been so blessed and I have been given so much. How dare I hold it to myself? But really adopting that ability to live others focused and use our gifts, our talents, our resources, our time, whatever you have to give, to live others focused. And I actually shared in week 5 3 core attributes of Jesus, who is someone I like to model after. And that is attribute 1. We know that Jesus served and loved others. He modeled service of others. Attribute 2, he was motivated by compassion. We know that Jesus had great compassion for others. And number 3, we know that his life mission was to serve the unfortunate and the poor. And so I shared those attributes of Jesus in week 5, which was last Tuesday, which you can watch online. And then I shared, lastly, 5 outcomes from my own journey as I've lived my life others focused. And when I engage with others and plug in with others and serve others, there are 5 key takeaways, I call them, that I personally experience. And I want to share those here with you. Number 1, it's impossible to be unhappy when you're others focused. Impossible. It will automatically put you in a better mood when you serve others. I was with my Girls of Legacy on Sunday. Some of them are in from spring break. If you don't know what Girls of Legacy is about, you want to visit Contreras.com. Excuse me, lost you for a minute. I was with some of my Girls of Legacy on Sunday, and we were talking about just their school, their experience in their first semester, and I was asking them how they're doing and you know, what they've learned in their first year of college, and we're helping to scholarship them to go to college. And they were all sharing these tremendous insights. And, you know, automatically as I connected with them and started, you know, sharing with them and laughing with them, it just put me in a better mood. And I always think that when you, outcome number 2, when you serve and invest in others, it'll automatically make you feel empowered and make you feel better as a person. And it doesn't mean you're trying to pat yourself on the back or, you know, it just means you're living to live, to strive to be others focused in everything you do. Number 3, attribute or outcome of living others focused in my own journey has been, it gives you a sense of life with meaning. All of a sudden, life has meaning. Life is clear. It makes sense, and it gives you meaning in life. And certainly, it breaks the mundane of just getting up, going to work, coming home, getting up, going to school, coming home, and just, you know, for me, it's important that I keep that pulse on having meaning in life, because life is about so much more, especially when you, there's a saying that says, to whom much is given, much is required. And we know that we've been given forgiveness, we've been given grace, we've been given blessings, and so we have to give back. Number 4, outcome of living others focused, it gives you a sense of belonging in this world. All of a sudden, the world is a little better place to be, a little better place to live, and it gives you that belonging and alignment in your life. You are making a difference where you live. That's so important. And then lastly, outcome number 5 of living in alignment, others focused, is you're going to reap the reward of the give back. You're going to reap that emotional, that spiritual, that physical reward, that financial reward, whatever reward, connection, the reward of connection and feeling connected as you live others focused. So those are the recap of the 5 weeks. Again, we've been on an Alignment to You series. If you missed it, it's only 15 minutes each video. You can watch them at Contreras.com and share them out. Some rich tools and tips of my own journey as I've gone through my life, getting into alignment with who God created me to be. And I also encourage you to visit the website and click on the Girls of Legacy link. at RebeccaContreras.com/Girls a Legacy and get plugged into our Girls a Legacy initiative. We are in full scale mode here in the next month, gearing up for our April 11th big event in downtown Austin. And I'm so excited to be a part of the future of these tremendous girls that we're supporting and scholarshiping to go to college. The girls are all geared up, and we're trying to get as many of them here to the event as possible. Some of them will be away at school, but the ones that are close by will be coming. And I'm bringing in Sylvia Acevedo, who is the #1, one of the top Latina rocket scientists in the nation. She was recently named by Forbes magazine as the top 100 most influential Latinos in America. And Sylvia has dedicated her life through her success to advocate for girls in STEM and her own advocacy for Girls a Legacy. She'll be my keynote speaker. It is a private event. It is a ticketed event. And it is available as a fundraiser, so you can actually go to RebeccaContreras.com, Girls a Legacy, and learn about it if you're interested. There is a donation fee on that ticket, and we'd love to see you. But have a blessed rest of week. For those of Texas spring breakers, enjoy your spring break. And remember, stay in alignment with your purpose. And if you get out of alignment because something happens in life and you get knocked off your game, just get right back up and get right back into alignment to live your best life. God bless.